Hi, my name is Vikas Prithviraj Patil and my roll number is 455 and I'm studying in SDJ in International College, Vesu. And my specialization is finance and my research proposal topic is to study of fundamental analysis of steel industry in India. And my mentor's name is Professor Sneha Saraf. And next is keywords about my research proposal. That means what we will explain deeply in our research proposal, that is fundamental analysis of steel industry in India, and talking about the steel companies in India that produce steel products. Question is, what is fundamental analysis? Fundamental analysis is measures a security's intrinsic value by examining a company's financial statement along with the broader economic indicators, and it also helped us to analyze the financial statement of the companies, and it also helped investor to decide whether should we invest our money. And next is research proposal objective. By conducting any research, before we need to decide our objective related to research. So first is to analyze the impact of India's GDP growth on the demand for the steel. Okay, that is objective related to the economy of the Indian GDP growth. Okay, that how Indian GDP growth impact on the demand for the steel. Second one is to assess the production capacity and utilization trend of the India's steel industry. That objective talking about a particular industry of the Indian steel. Okay, and we will analyze the production capacity utilization of the different companies of steel in India. And third one is to assess the financial performance of key players, mean the companies which include in a steel industry in Indian steel industry. Okay, so there are Tata Steel, JSW Steel, Sales, and other companies which is listed in NSE and BSE both. Next is research design. Research design explain us to how we will conduct our research, our data type, and sources of data, and which tools we will use to analyze our data. So first is primary and secondary data. That means we will use both primary and secondary data in our research, and which sources we will use to collect the data, that is documents, brokers, articles, past annual reports of the companies, and some website will help us to get the data like moneycontrol.com and government websites, chat gpt, etc. Then which tools we will use to analyze the data, that is Google Scholar, Microsoft Excel for the mathematical or statistical calculation, then Google Sheets, Survey Monkeys, and Microsoft Word to store our collected data. Okay, next is research papers, that is their area research topics, which author write that, and publication of the research topics. So that is five research topics about related to fundamental analysis of steel industry and different industries like a pharmaceutical, public and private sector, banks, and FMCG, etc. Example is, first one is fundamental analysis, a study on selected steel companies in India. The author of that research paper is JVV Meghnathan, and publication is International Journal of Pure and Applied Mathematics, which is issued on 2018. And by reading that research paper, I make a review, or we can say summary on that research paper, that is fundamental analysis of steel companies India reveals strong growth. That means that research paper data explain that our Indian steel companies growth is very high. And next is they are driven by a robust demand. Demand is also high, cost efficient, and government also help steel companies by providing infrastructure initiatives. Okay, and thank you.